If hyper independence was a person, it definitely has to be me. Watch this video to the end. Hi besties, this is Starlight, and this is a self-braiding video. I don't know what inspired this. I really don't know how I ventured into this, but I found myself 3 days seated in front of a mirror, binge watching series and braiding my hair. So literally, yes, in case you're curious, it's not something that I just woke up one day and I started doing. It's something that I have done over the years and over time. But this is definitely the first time I will be attempting to make knotless braid in this size on my head. I don't know what inspired this, but hmm, well, while back when I was in uni, I usually used to switch up my styles and everybody, oh, your hair is cute, your hair is fine. And then they wonder to themselves if I was always spending money changing my styles. Because sometimes you could see me on a Monday with a different hairstyle. And once it's Wednesday, I'm on a different hairstyle. And then I knew people were actually curious. How was this girl spending so much money every other week changing her hairstyle every other 2 days or 3 days? But the truth is that I am the braider. Now you got me. The truth is that while I was back in secondary school, I learned how to make hair way back from primary school. I wouldn't lie about that because I used my dolls to learn. So when I was way back in secondary school, right from just one, I used to braid my friends' hair. The truth is that in my circle of friends, even with the garbage in, garbage out, and switch up with friends' cycles and all that, I never had a friend in my circle that knew how to make hair until I got to like I think SS2. Yeah, one of us learned how to make hair finally. And the truth that even after she learned how to make hair finally, it's not like she could make my hair every other week because we had hostel constraints. We're in different houses and all that. So at some point in my life after secondary school, I'm like, no, 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 I don't want a situation where I'll get to uni and I know I can make hair and then I'll have friends that I can make their hair but they can't make my hair. Why don't I learn how to make my hair myself? So subsequently, I started trying from SS3, and it mastered me before end of 2018. I was already making my hair. Mind you, at some point during my pause, while I waited for admission to uni, I used to make people's hair and collect money. It's something I know I did commercially at some point. So I started learning how to self braid. I started with just all back consistently. And then I started trying other things like packing gel, self relaxing, making chunkier braids, and it always worked out for me. Oh, and even crochet. So it became a thing that I could do by myself. And in uni, I explored a lot. But most times, especially in 100 level, when I had roommates, I was living with people, they'll be staring at me like, this girl, what are you doing? I'm always either self relaxing my hair or trying to do my bouncing knots myself or trying to get my hair in all back to put on a wig. And they'll just be staring at me like, okay, okay, come and sit down here, let us help you. But the truth is that I I'm hyper independent, forget the hair braiding and all that. And I'm a kind of person that when I have a vision in my head, I feel like nobody can get it the way I would actually want it done. So I guess that's why at some point I just solely made my hair myself. But when I'm really not in the mood, I allow them do it for me. Don't get me wrong. So that's just it. I don't know what inspired this for someone who has a 9 to 5 and have to edit content. I have to sew at night. I don't know what inspired me to use my day off. I started on my day off for work and I finished on a Sunday. Truth be told, I took a pause on Saturday because I had to go to work. I had to tie a very chunky scarf. I'll attach the picture on this part of the video. And I had to tie a very huge scarf because when I wrapped the hair up and folded it, it was really, really chunky. And yeah, I felt somehow, but I think it was okay. And I finished the hair. I thought I was going to finish the hair that Saturday at night so after work. But the truth is that I got home from work and I was so exhausted at the end of the day. So I found myself sleeping off. It was on Sunday after church, and I sat down. I continued binge watching my series, and that was how I was able to finish my hair. I don't know what inspired this, but I'm not sure I'll be trying this again. I really can't. I can't. Not because it's impossible, but it's strenuous. Imagine using 3 whole days to make your hair when you could actually just go and sit down in the salon and make your hair in less than 24 hours. Trust me, someone doing your hair for you is luxury. Like it's very relaxing. I would try braiding my hair again. I will always braid my hair again, but I mean by the sizing. This is really, really tiny. I don't think I'll try this size of braids again for myself. It might take me years to ever think of trying this thing. I will not even lie. Next time I want to braid my hair, I will make sure I make jumbo braids. That is the truth. Or I'll do packing gel or crochet, which is easier for me. But I enjoyed it while it lasted. I couldn't even believe I was able to like coiling myself with thread and then use the hot water by myself. Mind you, I live with my family and my sister was around. Even the other one that doesn't live with us was over for weekend. But I don't know, but I didn't allow anybody help me. You know when you're like, I'm on a mission, I want to see if I can do this by myself from the beginning to the end. I didn't allow anybody help me. All my sisters kept watching me. Even my sister that has kids she came over. She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I want to make my hair myself." She said, "Okay," and they kept checking. They were like, "Oh, it's neat, it's neat." Nobody helped me cut. Nobody helped me put hot water. Nobody helped me to tie my hair. I did everything myself, even with my mom in my space. The only thing my mother saw was when I started the hair. She was like, "Ah, this girl on the craze small small." And then when I was done, I came to show her on Sunday, like, "I'm done. I've called this," and I was shaking my head in front of her. She's like, "Ah, okay, that's nice." So that's just it. I enjoyed this whole process, but I must confess, like I said, I will never try this again in my life. Nah, no, 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 no. That's all for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you want to see more hair tutorials from me, indicate in the comment section. That's all for today, and I think I'm free to say ciao. I almost forgot to say enjoy the view of the hair. I know it's cute. I know. I'm proud of myself. Now, ciao for real. Ciao.